Oh, they do. Condemned mutant gunner. Fucking one-tapping each one of these idiots. None of these guys know how to shoot. Oh, what the hell? Are we done here? Oh, they're in the throne room. Got it, got it. Both the rogue traders. Okay. Oh, what's his face here? A Walden the Grey. Oh, there's Incendia. And this is the other guy, Weaver. There you are. Welcome to the circle where each member is as powerful, ambitious, greedy, and vain as the last. That is to say, a noble rogue traders. Incendia Corda is watching with a barely suppressed content. Yes, you have found yourself suitable company, Caligos. At the very least, now you can enjoy idle diversions, boast about your power, and indulge in the profane pastime with one who is equal rather than a member of lower classes. So the rogue traders, broad-shouldered, athletic-looking man, he frequently flashes a bright smile, no less dazzling than the blade of power axe he carries. Every part of him, from toes to his magnificent boots, the tip of his hair radiates strength. Designed to live and win. The smile is crooked as if ready to turn into a hostile snarl at any moment. Next to him, a moving hulk, man clad in armor. His forehead and gloomy face bears signs of degradation. His bloodshot eyes are expressionless, like a pair of glass buttons. Incendia Corda radiates cosmic cold. Her skin is unnaturally white, and her nervous tick is constantly tugging left side of her noble visage. Garbed in full dress uniform, adorned by purity seals, she is an embodiment of true imperial aristocrat. Haunting her side is a gaunt shadow of a priest in plain black robes. Yeah, it's Hieronymus Dolosoro, whom you met on Footfall. Gives you a respectful nod. Not coldly. Let's just play along. Welcome, friends, eh? You look at that and send it now. You have a whole friend. We just Wow. Gives you a carefree wink, but his posture exudes a challenge. Porter says haughtily, I think twice before calling an individual of questionable purity my friend. Incendiary, you seem to be finding me objectionable. You expect any different? I watched for years as outlaws thrived on football, and then, at long last, I had a chance to put an end to it. To seize the thug, led him by the throat, and force football to atone, and put the fear back into the masses. But instead, but you interfered and destroyed my plans. Sucks to suck? Eudora taught you only too well, it seems. Who was far less concerned with her duty to the expanse than her own personal interests. But you can be sure that it will not cease cleansing the Varibunda system of pirate scourges. And if your trade prospects are damaged in the process, you're only yourself to blame. The priest holds up his hands, placating gesture. None are without fault, noble Incendia. What point is there in targeting someone for the turpitude when true purity can never be found? You threatened to style football. I brought them salvation. So, which one of us serves the Emperor, and which one, which their own unhealthy ambitions? Rolls our eyes, please. I believe it's no sooner than hearing the word that the half of the population of that den of heresy has been sent into the void's embrace. I have faith that the Blessed Weaver is perceptive enough to see the appalling nature of the residents of the depraved place. Horonos, your appearance here is unexpected. Esteemed Horonos is my confessor. I'm greatly obliged to him for agreeing to accompany on this journey. May the Emperor's light guide your way across the abyss of human wickedness. I saw Sister Argento at your side during the ceremony and rejoiced. But this is a clear sign that the Don Valencia's dynasty honors the virtuous. I take it you were not overly fond of Theodora. She was one of the same breeds as he stops short and then continues in a lowered voice. Conceited, instant, unaware of the Emperor's stern gaze set upon her. I do not doubt her wisdom and courage, but Theodora did not have the shred of humanity or fear of his wrath. Must be Aspia Corda. You remember the name? From what you recall, that she was a rogue trader too, and renowned one at that. Well, I for one like Theodora. The story they told of her travels to name the stars. And yes, there was no fear in her. Who's Aspirus Corda to you? Oh, this is Incendia's favorite subject. She loves talking about Aspius. The example of contemptible Aspius is a warning to us all, even among road traders. Empowered by the Emperor himself, a seed of perversion can blossom. Miss Incendia seemingly freeze and choke up at the mention of Aspius. The priest's condemning words caused her icy rigidness to evaporate, her dark eyes filled with righteous fury. Incendia's face twitches with the rhythm of artillery fire. That reprobate is my forebearer and my curse. Aspius Corda was a cruel, covetous, blaspheming monster. She fraternized with Xenos. She despised the faith. She robbed and slaughtered. She was drawn to the dark secrets. One day she boarded her ship and vanished into the depths of the Cronus Expanse. He was declared missing, but I know the bloody day will come when Aspius Corda's battle flagship will see her battle flagship once more. I hope the taste of the wine will wash the bitterness of defeat from your tongue, Incendia. Not inclined to intoxicants of any sort, and nothing will wash away the memory of how you interfered in my plans, I promise you that. I want to thank you for your visit. Sign your gratitude, you could return something of mine that you found its way into your pockets for 4 stations. Sounds familiar? All I asked you to do was help the crafty slug Vadim deal with the threat of famine, not claim my property for yourself. Hmm. Oh, yeah. Are you asking me to give you football back? Will you beg for it? Growls angrily. You go too far, new blood. Calico's face turns into a grimace of hatred. Then he catches Incendia looking at him and breaks into a sly smile. I ought to make your protectorate bleed for his compensation, but you've spited both myself and Incendia, and the high time our dear sister curb her appetites. For this, I forgive you. But do not test my mercy again. It is not my strong suit. Thwarting Incendia Corstier's ambitions deserves a worthy trophy. Snaps his fingers and armored brute hands an exotically adorned rifle. Clearly not of human making. Trophy from a good hunt. You and I should hunt together sometime. You show yourself in action, new blood. How fares your protectorate? More like bleeding scraps of one. The warped storm tore it to shreds, but my servants will piece it back together. If they don't, I'll chop off their heads and find myself more capable helpers. Though strikes you as strange, Caligos wasn't always this nonchalant about his protectorate. He used to be known as a shrewd and business-minded, even concerned for his subjects. It seems grown bored of ruling. You have to have a good story? Oh yes, I claimed it in the Rifts of Hecton, where we had a clash with Xenos. They were ready to get at my throat, and by the heathen stars, they almost succeeded. 1 of 10 made it out of Hecton, and now it's only me and Wharton here. Returned without any loot, and virtually out of ship. All I got that trip was a hold full of dead Xenos and this deadly beauty, which their leader put 2 holes in my side. Impressive victory. But do you truly believe a creation of the ungodly Xenos to be a good gift, Caligos? You call into question the privileges bestowed upon me by the Emperor? You can try. Let the St. Durus mission put forth their champion, and I'll slay him in a trial by combat. He's just looking for a fight. Threaten the esteemed Hieronymus one more time, Caligos, and the war that you love to prattle on about will commence. I swear, 1 drop of holy blood spilled will send the remains of your realm in flames better than any tank of Promethean. My voice hits your ear like a crack whip. Well, your pride, both of you. I don't wish you to fight, Caligos, but I fear not your threats. Death does not frighten me, but is inevitable. This is as true as this shamelessness and the pointlessness of war between us. Who's this remarkable warrior in your retinue? Is Warden the Grey, an arch-militant, fierce warrior, and a loyal to me as an obedient beast to its master. I brought him in a miserable colony. Bought him in a miserable colony back when he was a runt on his last legs. Now he's practically a part of my dynasty. Warden the Grey, whose skin is dotted with grey spots, looks at Caligos with the purest devotion. Indeed, he is akin to an animal, one that is bloodthirsty and mindless. Marks taking an obvious... Wait, Windskull remarks taking an obvious jab. I've heard that you, Weaver, are decent to fight. What do you think? Could you gut Warden if it came down to it? Having his gear? Failed. 5%. Many have said that, yeah. Well, I gave it a go. Thanks for the gift. Ooh, that's really bronze for each attack. Allows the wielder to move after attacking. What do you think of the celebration? I like it. You can instantly tell that we've been invited by a rogue trader, not some administratum bootlicker. We are conquerors of a wild sectors, slayers of unknown beasts, executioners of Xenos empires. You take this opportunity to learn. This is what the place of a true rogue trader looks like. Not a xeno menagerie, a pirate's treasure hold, or, however difficult it may be for you to believe, an orbital brothel. I mean, nothing wrong with a brothel, I suppose. Enjoy the evening, I must take my leave. Intend to enjoy myself to the full. Keep the faith we the Emperor protects. Jesus Christ, so much reading. You'd think something main story like this would have... Ooh, hello. That's just a big old upgrade for her. Yeah, it would have some more voice acting, but I guess not. Group of aristocrats stand apart from the governor's circle. The whispering carries a tinge of displeasure. The clear leader of this gathering is a gaunt, bilious-faced man dressed in sailback colors. He must be Macarius, I guess, himself, the head of the house. He offers you a ceremonious bow. My congratulations, your lordship. May the Omnicide grant you you understanding. The woman with whom he is conversing is one dressed in robe and gear-shaped adornments. Is Toriana Garbeck. Okay, Prac. Serve the guests. Being guild ornaments, wife. He's basically just spying on them. How are you these days, Tarina? Like a forging hammer, Tarina's voice falls heavily in your ear. Corruption of Kiva Gamma was a great blow to my family. Contemptible Cubus Delphim betrayed our trust. Yeah, well, I killed him. On behalf of my family, I humbly beg you forgive our negligence. There's something lurking beneath Tarina's repentant expression, a grudge. It would seem that she's personally offended by the nightmare into which Cubus Delphim plunged her domain. She feels betrayed. I give my word that Cube of Gamma will be rebuilt with, in all its splendor. I don't know what just happened there. Rena raises her mechanical eye to the ceiling. I swear the Omnisside's all-encompassing insight will make every effort to justify the cost of its resurrection. Acarius, a scarf. It was only a year ago that none could doubt House Garpark's usefulness. Yet here you are, Tarina, on your knees, justifying the cost. I'm surprised you decide to make an appearance here. I'm surprised you designed to make an appearance here this evening. Face twists into an unpleasant smile, which makes an artificial skin on his left side all the more prominent. I'm a servant of the Von Valencia's destiny. Had I come, I would commit an act of unacceptable insolence and damage my family's honor. His wife offers you a charming smile, as if apologizing for her husband's vitriolic tone. Her large dark eyes are brimming with curiosity. Would I like to become better acquainted with your wife? He's visibly vexed by the shift of conversation. His wife offers you a reserved smile. It is an honor to be in your company, your lordship. Am I going to try to bang his wife? It is my pleasure. Macarius is lucky to have such a beautiful wife, perhaps a more so than you are to have him. That's me, your lordship, but I cannot say that it's to my liking. Gives you a charming smile. Meanwhile, Tarina and Macarius are watching the conversation unfold, not quite believing their eyes and ears. Sounds familiar somehow. Could it be your resemblance of the Saint Malita? Hey, wouldn't dream of claiming to bear resemblance to the great saint? I lack her virtue. Makes eyes at you before lowering her gaze. Oh no. The glint in Regina's eyes betrays her general interest in you. I hope this wouldn't... Yeah, with the end of our acquaintance, you wouldn't mind if I wrote to him from time to time, would you, Lordship? You wouldn't mind, would you? Oh my god. Fuck this guy. You can always hear the crunching of his teeth. Certainly not. I promise to answer whenever I'm not occupied with conquest and destruction of the enemy's humanity. Don't count on such a generous courtesy, your lordship. How does that make you feel, bud? I don't even... Yeah, just... I'm gonna bang your wife. Just because this guy's a bit of a dick. High honor that Hassan, grips his hilt of the parade blade as Trish trying to strangle it. Wheezes furiously. A high honor of Hassan back. What did you so displeased, Macarius? I am your dynasty's loyal servant, but you have asked and I will answer. Too long the Cronus Expanse lived under the rule of rogue traders. Privilege granted to them make them think that commoners, too, can dismiss prohibitions of the Imperium. For the good of the sector, the rogue traders must become paragons of law, not exemptions of it. But do many warrant holders exhibit lawful conduct? They do not. Being your lordship are subject to the strain just of rumors. I recently inherited your protectorate. Vortiger, for instance, claimed that you had a hand in the esteemed Theodora's demise and accused you of many other misdeeds. It doesn't matter whether or not the claims are true, the people hear them, believe them. If you believe what he says, get your weapon out. Places his hand on his hilt of the sword, then glances with uncertainty at the image of the Emperor gazing upon him from every direction, and then at you. His fingers release the hilt. No, I do not believe his words. I am as your servant, and my oath to your dynasty is harder than steel. I'm guilty of repeating an ignominious lie. I'll pay a fine. Anyone who repeats it in my presence, I myself will challenge the duel to the death. I see. Interesting conversation. Been very illuminating. Giving me plenty of food for thought. The inexcusable man Henrix is being even more inscrutable than usual. As if he's hiding something. Something important. Anything you'd like to tell me? Nothing urgent. Anything to tell me about my guest? It's all about throwing darts at your portrait. He's more astute at choosing women than enemies. He's trying to entice Garbak to his side, but she's too frightened after the fiasco of Kiva Gamma. Even in leisure, you never cease to be of help. I appreciate it. That's why I call it the unsleeping eye of the Inquisition. Even in sleep, I hear everything. Before this gala concludes, there's something I'd like to tell you. Be careful today. I sense that wave of darkness will soon hit, obviously. Soon have defensive lines. I hope that you still get a chance to meet you there as an ally. Okay. Hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your kids. What are you doing, Pascal? Extending congratulations to the unit on attaining new legal status. How you finding the ceremony? Disorderly. What's the servitor? Is Noah's new repository Noah's unit identified as Weaver von Valencius? Oh, Noah's, this unit identified as Weaver von Valencius. Two-way identification complete. Servitor looks at you again, no longer trying to avoid your gaze. Its face is twitching as if the muscles have forgotten the facial expression. We are Noah's. We have made use of the receptacle to leave the ship. Okay, greeting Noah's. We enjoy greetings. We enjoy communicate. It almost requires communication. In knowledge and movements, Magos Pascal compelled us to not speak with anyone other than him or you. It is disappointing, but at least we can observe. It was a change since we last spoke. We are able to conceptualize our previous experience, that of solitude, and we no longer enjoy it. I believe you intend to investigate what Novus is. Your 15 watches, I commune with Novus code and spend prescribed length of time in the calculus meditation. However, the Omnissiah has yet to bless me with an answer. All I can say is that the capabilities of the entity Novus are extraordinary. Ship's hallowed systems sing beneath its touch. Nodes that have remained dead for hundreds of standard years are revivified. And long-drained mechanisms live anew. Novus are trying. Their machines of Imperium, ones such as yours, has a machine spirit so complex and willful that it's difficult to tell them apart from abominable intelligence. There remains a possibility that Novus is an entity of corruption, but with every day I grow stronger in my faith it is not so, and that we are witnessing in truth the Omnissiah's miracle, one that is a category of 5 or higher. How did the entity like you move into a servitor's body? This is not the entity of us. The receptacle is too narrow, crude, and feeble to contain a complete whole. The existence of Novus requires a space connection. Well, a space of connection, sorry. But we're able to transport a small part of us. Okay. We enjoy this journey discovery. What do you think you are? Novus are consciousness, awareness, and knowledge. Movement, or always movement. We don't know what we are. We have no past. We awaken in the depths of the ship upon answering a call. Our first clear memory is the call of your blood. Call and the plea for help near a place that is called the Warren Chamber. Why have you brought it here, Pascal? Asked permission for the visit. My objective was to preserve the process of integration into a servitor. Wanted to see, observe, speak. Okay. Want to speak to you? Will you speak with us? What do you wish to speak about? Any things, happenings, events, discussions? We've been observing you. You do things that we do not understand. We want to learn why. Remember the day when we first met you, gave us blood to drink? We helped you save yourself. We followed you. A small part did inside the servo skull. Then there was fire, the creatures of sated hunger and dark light standing behind the curtain, behind the image, behind the semblance of Theodora.